Tony Goodman speaks for the Ministry of Health. He joins us on the line. Good morning. Thank you for joining us, Tony Goodman.
Good morning, my brother.
So, can you confirm for us, in fact, the number of healthcare workers across the sector, whether nurses, junior doctors, pharmacists, who have worked for 10 months and not been paid? Do you have some data on them?
Thank you very much. Good morning to our listeners. Caleb, I hope this will not be an assistance soon. But let me say that we have inherited a lot of health workers who were not paid. You remember when a new administration took over, the directive was that some workers should be asked to go home because they were put on the payroll late. In the health sector, they were given financial clearance around August 2024. And within the period, I think by December, it got expired. So these 13,500 nurses were asked to go home, but the Minister for Health thought that he can make some concession for them. So government agreed that let's keep these nurses at post. So we processed their salaries gradually and got about 7,000 paid. 3,000 were also put on the payroll. We are left with 3,500 to be onboarded onto the payroll system. They also have to go to the hologram system, and then they are also catered for. We had about close to 1,000 pharmacists who, for them, they have finished working, they have finished their service, but they did not receive any salary. I can tell you that these pharmacists have received their salaries. We had some medical officers who were caught up in the same web. They have been paid. Currently, we have some officers doing their house jobs who are also calling for their salaries to be paid. But I'm sure, and I can tell you that the Minister for Health and his colleague at Ministry of Finance are dealing with it. And very soon we'll see an end in sight in some of those things.
Right,
as medical doctors, I can tell you that we've got an indication that it was just a mess-up. I think it was cleared earlier, but there was some mess-up, so it will be dealt with.
So to be clear, with the junior doctors, you're going to fix this because there's been a mix-up?
Yes, please. Yes. So, I'm sure, the whole health worker cadre was just put together, and everybody who actually was not part of the financial clearance got hooked up in this. So as of yesterday, we've dealt with it. The clear numbers, those who have been paid and those who are currently are supposed to be paid, are clearly known now.
So, to be clear, what's the outstanding number of healthcare workers who are owed?
So 3,500 nurses, and then the number for the junior doctors, I don't have offhand, but I can tell you that it's been taken care of. It's been taken care of.
And this 3,500 nurses includes the midwives as well?
Yes, please.
So, really, when are they going to be paid? We heard the minister say that he's working with the finance minister to get clearance and all. If they've been working for 10 months, help us understand the clearance process. How long should or does clearance process take such that people can be working for 10 months without pay?
Yes, that is unfortunate. I sympathize with my colleague nurses. It's as a result of not having a valid clearance. You plan and then put the person on the payroll, but because of the situation they find themselves in during the transition, they didn't have clearance, and then we had to now do a new clearance for them. So I think that is where it's not a normal clearance because of the transition, the rush in making sure that those who were home, because they've been in home for about 5 years, rushing them to be put on. We have another close to 70,000 also at home because we've not been recruiting for that 5 years. It got a bit murky. But I can tell you that the minister has assured he's going to work with a colleague and then this matter will be resolved.
Well, Goodman, this is not entirely a new problem. It seems recurrent every other year. And I'm sure as this government has pledged to reset the nation, it is in the consciousness of the minister to find a permanent solution to this recurring problem where we have a backlog of, trained recent graduates who are not employed, and those who are employed too. We have backlog of arrears and payments and all of that. When you speak to the minister, what is his mindset towards finding an effective solution to this permanently?
So the minister's resolve to this whole matter is that until financial clearance is given, people are put on the payroll, don't post them. Let's get the financial clearance. Let's work in getting all the stuff we want. Get them to various places. Let's receive their documentation for payment. In the past, what we do is that we know the number of nurses who have completed. We know the number of doctors who have completed. So it's automatic. When you are completed, we receive your data for your regulator. We just process you, hoping the Ministry of Finance will send us your financial clearance for us to process. So we do that, and then it gets to finance and say, we have not prepared for you. You've not informed us that you are going to recruit this number of, even though it's in your budget, you need to get us informed for us to prepare for you before you onboard them. You have not done that, so it will take time for you to receive your financial clearance. So the minister is saying that let's stop all these traditional things. Make sure that you get financial clearance for whoever you want to employ before you continue. And I believe that is also going to be another issue, because until financial clearance, we are no more going to recruit.
Right.
We are not going to put people
Tony,
on the payroll.
thank you. The final question will be, can you confirm if the ministry has received financial clearance for these brothers and sisters who poured out in protest? Have you received financial clearance from the finance ministry to
For
pay
the
them?
3,000 out of the 3,500.
So it's a yes. Out of 13,000, you have financial clearance for 3,500.
No, we don't have. We have requested for financial clearance for them. We've gotten 7,000. We've put them on the payroll. They have received their salary. We are waiting for the rest. 3,000 hologram, 3,500 financial clearance. So that's what the ministry is waiting for now.
Okay, thank you. We'll keep an eye on this and we'll stay in touch. Hopefully, this gets resolved as quickly as possible. Tony Goodman speaks for the Ministry of Health.